Prime Minister Holness seeks divine counsel as the government enters a new calendar year.
And I ask you to pray for Jamaica, land we love.
Calls for unity to tackle violence in the society and outlines bold plans for economic and national development.
All Jamaicans must produce more in 2024.
These and more coming out of the office of the Prime Minister last week. You're watching Jamaica House Weekly. I'm Warren Bertram. On January 1, Prime Minister Andrew Holness made clear the government's agenda for investments in key areas of national development for 2024. Among them is a deliberate focus on increasing productivity to drive economic growth.
All Jamaicans must produce more in 2024. We will seek to gain greater efficiencies in service delivery and output through greater integration of technology and business process engineering in the public service. So in 2024, we will further expand economic activity and make the necessary investments in human capital and security to support economic expansion.
Another area of priority is the build-out of a comprehensive social services response to crime and violence. This will target education and youth services, social partnerships with faith-based and non-government organizations, and social safety net support for at-risk groups.
Therefore, in 2024, my administration will focus on reducing violence, building our social and emotional intelligence and human capital, strengthening our families, and promoting peace in our land.
A national policy will also be established for the provision of housing for tourism workers. Partnerships will be forged with hotels, the National Housing Trust, Housing Agency of Jamaica, and private developers. Mr. Holness says major hotel chains have committed to constructing over 2,000 residential units for industry employees.
As our tourism industry expands, we must ensure that the people get more of the benefits and that we take a longer and more sustainable view of the tourism product. We will not only build hotels, but we will build the community around them.
In the area of health care, ground will be broken for the expansion and refurbishing of the Spanish Town Hospital. Prime Minister Andrew Holness highlights other initiatives to come on stream.
We will also go to procurement to build the most advanced primary care clinics in Portmore and Old Harbour. We have started the digitization of health information systems, and the Maypen Hospital will be the first facility to go live on this digital health information platform.
Addressing road infrastructure, the Prime Minister says government will target repairs to local and community roads through a $20 billion budget allocation.
You will have a say in which roads should be repaired first from the allocations, and your elected representatives will be tasked to hold community consultations.
Other works on schedule to begin this year are the widening of Grange Lane in Portmore, along with a new entrance to Portmore off Mandela Highway.
We will begin work to widen the bridge on Washington Boulevard, and plans are far advanced for procurement of works to improve Tom Redcombe Drive and Lady Musgrave Road in Kingston.
Motorists will be able to use the Maypen to Williamsfield leg of the East-West Highway toll-free until March 31 this year.
Early this year, we will open the dualized highway from Harbourview heading to Yallas, along with several segments heading to Port Antonio.
Prime Minister Andrew Holness also started the new year on a spiritual note.
I look forward to worshiping with you. It is a source of rejuvenation, but it is also a good way to start the new year.
He was speaking at the National Day of Prayer, Heal the Family, Heal the Nation service on Wednesday. This fourth staging of the annual event was put on by the Jamaica Umbrella Group of Churches and Power of Faith Ministries International. The Prime Minister used the occasion to call for a unified effort to reduce violence in the society, particularly interpersonal conflicts that can result in murders.
And I firmly believe that in all our hearts, we want the same thing. We all want peace in our country. We all want to be able to live in some form of comfort. We all want to be gainfully employed in doing something from which we can earn an income, from which we can meet our expenses. And if we focus on those two things as a people, we can achieve that.
Mr. Holness says he has received a preliminary report from the National Violence Prevention Commission and will begin assessment to determine strategies for implementation. He asserts that the work towards restoring a sense of peace in the society will take on a joined-up, non-partisan and non-political approach. Prime Minister Andrew Holness was in Portland on Thursday for an assessment of roadways that were affected by recent rainfall. He says the government will be providing an emergency response to damaged roadways in sections of the parish.
We're coming close to the end of the fiscal year, so there will be some provisions that we will have to make to ensure that the dislocations caused by these weather events do not affect our economic output.
2024 will be Jamaica's year for prosperity, growth, and development.
Prime Minister Andrew Holness made that declaration for the nation as we transitioned into 2024. He was ringing in the new year with patrons at the UDC Fireworks Festival on the Kingston waterfront. Mr. Holness wished good things for citizens and congratulated the UDC on a well-executed, coordinated fireworks event in Ocho Rios, Montego Bay, and Kingston.
2024 will be your year, when your dreams and visions materialize and come to reality. I want to take this opportunity to thank the board and management of the UDC and all the sponsors for putting this event on.
And that's it for Jamaica House Weekly. Be sure to join us next time for more of the news stories coming out of the office of the Prime Minister.